We're here with head coach Kevin Loney. Kevin, we're heading into week 2. You opened up against Westfield State, took a loss. Just look back on that real briefly.
Yeah, we made a lot of strides. The concern for me was that we were still making a couple of mistakes we've made in the past, beating ourselves. You can't turn the ball over 5 times. And then defensively, not getting off the field third down, I think we allowed 3 scores in the red zone. Those are little things that, for a team whose focus is situational football, those mistakes cost you. And that was probably the biggest takeaway from the negative standpoint of last week. Obviously, you go in down at the half, 27-3. It's very easy to fold your tent, and our kids kept playing. They kept fighting. Got two touchdowns late with a couple onside kicks. The kids kept playing, which is all you can ask for. And second half, you just continue to push and push and push. I do think that it's led into a phenomenal week of practice for us. I thought last night our players on Tuesday night had probably our best night of practice in the 2 years that I've been here. So hopefully we can carry that over to today and into tomorrow, and then obviously into Friday evening. We're getting ready to play Framingham State, who is, I think, as good a football team as there is in the NEFC. They're coming off a tough loss against Endicott. That's really the only team that's beaten them in the last 3 years, which is a big challenge. They're extremely athletic on the outside. They're a spread offense, aggressive 4-3 defense, phenomenal defensive line, phenomenal offensive line, even though they're very young. The thing that you saw against Endicott, who's been traditionally pretty good up front, is that Framingham did a great job of handling their personnel up front. So we've got our work cut out for us. They had a couple of injuries, but I would expect those guys to be back for this week, so we're preparing for their best players to get out there and play against us. So we've got to start fast. It's got a home crowd. It should be a great, exciting atmosphere. I know there's going to be a pep rally here before the game and all that kind of stuff, so we're hopefully that we get a great crowd going, have a lot of atmosphere, a lot of energy, and hopefully we play really well.
Sure. Kevin, lastly, looking ahead to this week's game, without getting too specific, any adjustments you may have made during the week from things you saw in the Framingham game?
Well, we've done a lot of focusing on situational football, red zone, third down type stuff, protecting the football, trying to force more turnovers. That's really been the biggest adjustment. Obviously when you play against teams with spread offense, you've got to try to find a way to match their personnel. We did not do a great job of that last year, and it showed in the score. And so hopefully this year we think we've got a pretty good game plan for that. I think that from an athletic standpoint, Framingham probably is one of the top 2 or 3 most athletic teams in the conference in terms of their skill players. So find a way to get those guys handled. Malik Van Alsten, I think, might be the best returning running back in the conference. We got to get him on the ground quickly, or he's going to have we're going to have a really long day on Friday evening. So that for us has been a big thing. Just being better in tackling. They always say that you're better your second week than your first week. That big game speed adjustment, and hopefully that bears true this week as well.
Great. Thank you, Kevin. Fans, Friday night's game begins at 7 p.m. at Vendetti Field. You can also log on to nicholsathletics.com for live stats and webcasting information.